Hi, I'm Laura Polera Malone, an independent Stampin' Up! Representative from Lynn, Massachusetts. Well, today I have a treat for you. I have been loving seeing all the mini slim cards, and I kind of like that idea. I want to share with you what I've been doing with it. So a mini slim card, for anybody that doesn't know, it actually fits in a regular envelope that you can buy. These, I believe it's like 40 for the dollar at Dollar Tree. These are Mead, is that how you say it? Little envelopes, and they're 6.5 by, oh goodness gracious, well, let's see, a little over 3.5, about 3.5. So they come in a box. You can get them at Walmart. I wouldn't go to Amazon. I found the same product on Amazon was a little bit higher. Take that little trip to Walmart or take that trip to Dollar Tree and get yourself some envelopes. Now you're saying, what am I going to do with these envelopes? Well, you're going to make mini cards. And now I know a lot of people have seen mini cards and they're like, well, wait a minute. Am I not losing a lot of the card stock? Nope, I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. Here is your average 8.5 by 11. This happens to be Bermuda Bay. I'm going to show you that in a minute. But this is what I got out of my 8.5 by 11. I got 3 gift tags. This one isn't quite finished because I have to fancy fussy cut because I'm just doing fussy cuts on this card. Some more of the strawberries out of some paper we got during celebration. Hopefully I'm in the camera. And here's one. And these are all going to fit into this simple little envelope and get mailed. Well, this one might need a little more, like 2-cent stamp over the cost. But I'm pretty sure that if you're going local, they're not going to mind. I put dimensionals on it, and it does weigh quite a bit because I used the dark cardstock, so I added a layer here, and I added dimensionals, so it's a little thicker. But primarily, they will ship for your regular first-class stamp. You know, you buy the, what is it, Forever stamps. I got a whole bunch of them. And if I think it's real heavy, I'll weigh it. But you'd be surprised how much weight, really, before they get it. And you always want to put the part with the dimensionals on the back of it inside the card. So it fits in this envelope. But at the same time, you're getting 2 cards, plus you're getting 3 gift tags. So out of this suite of, let me see, what was the name of that? I just had the stamp set. Oh, here it is. Sweet Strawberries. I made a birthday card and a thank you card. Now the thank you card, what I did here is I did make windows. Yes, you can see the bars, but you know what? That doesn't really bother me seeing them. And I wrote thank you way up so it's underneath that piece. And I'm going to decorate inside these windows so you really won't notice that if you wanted to write a little more information. I eventually will make them into gift card holders, but for today I'm going to show you my way to get so much out of one piece of cardstock. See, here's my blueberry I just cut out. And I got 3 of these gift tags that even if you're just making a gift basket for somebody, or maybe you're just giving them a gift bag with a gift in it and you're not doing a card, you can put who and from on the back, and the front has your decoration. And I took a very tiny flower punch and punched out some of the strawberries to create my crazy looking flowers, and I think they look adorable. But again, I did not waste any paper. So that was the Sweet Strawberries. I did do some others that I was showing last night in our group. This one happens to be for the season, Flowers for All Season. This one I let the window be part of it because I wasn't thinking, to be honest. This is one of my first ones. And I just cut out the sunflower, so I kept it real easy. Okay, this one here, I need to dig out my Christmas stamps. I didn't think of that when I said I'm going to do it. And this is actually still from the Flowers for All Season, which I want to remind you goes off sale, or it might not get carried into tomorrow's relaunch of our new catalog. But right now you get 48 sheets of this paper, that paper, and one other paper in the package, which are all double-sided. 48 of them, 6 by 6. For $6.60. You need to get your hands on this. This is well worth it. And being that it's already 6 inches and my card is 6 1/4, made it real easy. And this one, I just cut out a couple of the poinsettias. So that worked out good. I haven't made the tags for those. This one I haven't finished. I was showing how to do it last night. And this one here, we got a tulip punch. I'm going to cut out a couple of tulips and put it on the front of that one. But the same thing. So what I'm going to do now is pull out my cutting trimmer from Stampin' Up. And hopefully I'm completely in here. And what I'm going to do, where this is 8.5 by 11, so I don't have to open the wing up. I know 8.5 from 6 1/4 from 8.5 leaves me 2 1/4. So I'm going to actually just trim this down, excuse me, at 2 1/4. So I'm putting it all the way up nice and flush so I get a nice even cut. Okay, let me get my little sequences. I was playing with the idea of filling in that window as a shaker card, but I haven't gotten there yet. So now I get this piece that's 2 1/4. This is already 6 1/4. What I'm going to do with this piece is, whoops, excuse me, I want to get this down to 2 inches. So now that it's right there at the 2, give or take, I made a bit of whittle wiggly, as they say. I'm going to have this little piece. That's the piece I used to bridge up the window. This piece is going to turn into 3 gift tags by turning it on this side and cutting them at 3 1/2, which is very proficient for a gift tag. Even if you're putting a card inside, you know, sometimes you use those gift bags and you're like, okay, they don't know who the gift is from because the card got separated. Well, this way your gift tag is right on there. And I'm just lining it up at 3 1/2, and I'm going to have 3 gift tags. This one here is a little over, but I'm going to show you the only piece that I'm not using out of this 8.5 by 11 is this little piece. And I could probably find something to do with it. Maybe support a flower in the window. So I have 3 tags that are going to be punched in my tag puncher. I'll show you that. And now I'm taking this cardstock that I've already cut down to 6 1/4, and I'm going to flip it in on the long side, which would be the 11-inch side. And the first thing I'm going to do, because my board does score, let me get my stuff out of the way, is bring it to 3 inches. Because my cards, when, oopsie daisy, my cards, when finished, are going to be 6 1/4 inches this way and 3 inches that way, which is perfect for those. I just cut the paper. Okay, that was a little boo-boo. We'll put that aside. That's all right. We'll fix that later. That'll make me make another card. Don't do as I do. Do as I say, as they say. But I'm going to pull this out of the way and score at 3 inches, not cut like I just did. And you know what's funny? I was just getting ready to say, whatever you do, make sure you don't cut that. And I'm bringing it right up to our edge because that's a full 6 inches there. And I'm cutting. So now I get a piece that isn't right and this piece is. But you know what? I can fix this and rebuild it. Not a problem. I'll use it for more tags. Normally I would be getting all those cards out. What I'll do is probably just grab another piece or something just so I can show you. So today I'm going to use part of our ice cream, sweet ice cream sweet. Sweet ice cream sweet. Say that 4 times fast. And the paper's absolutely gorgeous. I had to order more. It's in our MIDI catalog. I'll try to link, well, I'll be linking my website so you can check it out. And this step, it has actually an ice cream punch, which is going to come in handy, okay, because I'm going to use that ice cream punch to build an ice cream to put in the window of this card that I'm going to kind of fix. I'm going to fix that, so I'm not even going to worry about it. You know, sometimes when you're handed lemons, you got to make a lemonade. Well, pretend this is a lemon and I'm making lemonade. So I have some paper left out of the full suite here in front of me. And some pieces that are out of our paper pumpkin kit, which was dedicated this month to, you got it, Ice Cream Corner. And it shows the paper that is in the suite and you can get. But it also came with cards for us to make. I will show you that in a second as well. And I haven't finished all my cards because I'm thinking outside the box. And I just love that. One of my favorites was making a floating card. So I can actually use some of my suite that I got in my pumpkin kit and use it for this card. But I'm going to skip through it. This paper here is actually the envelope from the kit. And I cut it and I made it. So that was one of my shares with my group. You see, once a month we do paper pumpkin, sometimes twice a month, depending on the wonderful kit we get. This one here made all these here, but we're turning them into more. I made a fudgicle and I used a punch, and I showed everybody how to make that into a bitten out punch fudgicle. So now this is cut and scored, okay? The only thing I need to do right this second is decide what kind of paper I want to put on it. Well, I have all my paper in a clear bag. I love these ice creams. I want to get some epoxy and make some pins. I think they make great swaps and things like that at party favors as well. Let's see. I don't need a big piece of paper because I don't need it. Let's see. Oh, that one got ice cream cones on it too. I'm trying to save my ice cream cones. But I do have some pieces here that I'm going to... Oh, this will go beautiful. Look at that. Perfect. I think that's... Oh, you couldn't get better than that. I believe this is already cut at 6 inches. I'm going to see what happens. I'm going to put it in my trimmer. And see, yep, just almost 6 inches. And I'm going to make it 6 inches, right on the money. And I'm going to cut it down to... Oops, excuse me. I got to have a fuzzy string. I need to change my blade. 2 3/4. Okay. I'm going to work a little closer this way. There we go. 2 3/4, and it's tied up against. You always want to put it against that lip. It makes it nice and easy to straight cut. Okay, so 2 3/4. Perfect, perfect. That's going to be my front, or I can use that, but I don't really care for that so much. But I love this. This is like melted ice cream pops everywhere. And today, what am I using? I'm using snail. I still have snail, and I love my snail. I wish they'd bring it back, but we got new stamp and sale, which works just as well. I'm going to put this out here. I'm trying to work in the land of the light here. You know, I have my curtains closed to help combat the noise from traffic, and I'm trying to get this done before my twinkle toes 4-year-old grandson comes home, because some days he just wants to come in and play and get rough, and he missed his Nana while he was at school. So this is going just like that. Isn't this adorable? I loved it. Well, I missed a little, but you know what? I think I might be able to get it up. Yep, I can. I can. And you know what I'm going to do too? Whoop, wait a minute. You can always do it. No, I don't have to. You can always take a string and run it behind with the snail, which I guess we're going to have to leave it like that. We'll make it a reason for being. We'll make it that way. I'll put something over here. All right, so this is going to be my front. As you notice, I didn't cut anything out. I haven't decided what I'm doing with this yet. I'm going to bring out the ice cream set. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? I just love this paper. I love everything about it. It comes with, you can get little sprinkles. I think I'm going to order more because I'm in love with the sprinkles. I'm using them on everything. Look, and they're not pre-glued, so you can just put a drop of glue and use your pick tool or your scissors to lift them. So this one here, I'm going to make a happy birthday card, and I happen to love Bermuda Bay ink. And look at this one. I actually didn't do it in Bermuda Bay. I must have done it in something with a pink pigment, but this is clean. It won't carry on, but it does get stained with the red pigment. But that's okay. It makes it easier for me to see. And this is our part of our paper pumpkin stamp set. It had happy birthday itself. Hey there. Let's see. This one says cool. Way to go. And it came with a watermelon and a popsicle, which I already have some in here as well. But I figured it goes together. And the to and from I stuck in here because it came from another paper pumpkin, and I thought I could use it. It does have sprinkles and ice creams, and you melt my heart, and oh, it just has everything you want. So now I'm going to take a piece of white cardstock for the inside layer. Normally I don't stamp on that until I know what I'm writing about, but I'm going to just put it in there, and it is cut at 2 3/4 by the 6, because we're working with a 6 1/4 long, and it's going to go right like that. So that's going to go up there. Now we need something on top. Now again, we have this piece here that I messed up cutting. Okay, so I have a card. That's going to be my inside. This is still going to be my base, but I think I'm going to do a little trick to it. See, I believe in being creative no matter what. So, with that being said, I do have my piece that I was going to trim 1 inch off of, so I would have 1 inch on both sides. But I think I'm going to do a little different. I'm going to even change that up a lot. I got a thing about changing things up, I tell you. What I'm going to do today is actually not stamp anything but the words. I'm going to cut out my favorite things in the whole world to cut out, ice cream cones. Or maybe I'll do popsicles because I still have a whole bunch of them to cut out. And I'll show you the back of the popsicle paper. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? It kind of matches that envelope inside, doesn't it? Well, I'm just going to take a couple of the popsicles and free cut them. Fussy cut them, as they say. Because that's going to look cool on the front of, let's see if I can get one that's with the green. It'll look like that one melted a little bit. Yep, I hear my grandson coming in, so hopefully I'll get this done. And I'm just going to pop that one out, and maybe a purple one. No, maybe, yeah, a purple one. We need a purple one. Okay, I'm just going to take it out. Sometimes I feel bad about cutting the other side if I like it. Happens to be I don't care the color of that one, but I love this one on the back side, so it's kind of tricky. And I'll take a couple of popsicles. Maybe I'll even turn in a Blackberry Bliss one. While we were doing our paper pumpkin, I actually used the card already, and I used it. It was a birthday card I made, and we took one of the card fronts that you saw on the kit, and we cut it down, believe it or not, and made 2 cards out of it by just cutting the seam or the fold. And I showed everybody how to sponge it, and I don't know if it's popular all over the states or whatever, but we used to have popsicles when the ice cream man would come by that were red, white, and blue. They were called rockets. My sister wanted to call them creamsicles, and I'm like, no, the creamsicles were yellow and orange colored, but the fireworks one was rockets. So our Star Spangled Banner, they called them. And I'm leaving a little bit of a white edge just around. Very simple. It makes the card move really quickly when you don't have to stamp in front of the camera. So I like, you know, doing it. You can, there is a punch. Like I said, it makes ice cream cones. I'm going to do that for the big one. Oops, excuse me. And so, I don't know what anybody else did over the weekend. I played yesterday with my cards, and I thought, wow, my house is getting hotter. I have a sunburn, believe it or not. I live in Boston. I went to Maine to visit my brother, and you know, we're all got our vaccinations now, and we're able to hang out a little bit, and we're outside, and I hadn't been outside in so long without a mask on that my poor nose got sunburned. And I'm sitting here with a sore nose yesterday going, is it me or is it the sunburn? Well, when my sister popped over because we were going to do our Zoom class, and lo and behold, she says, why is your house so hot? It's 70-something degrees outside and your house is like an oven. I said, I got my windows closed, which I have to keep closed if I'm doing a Zoom because the traffic outside is too loud. But we laughed about it. I'm like, and she looked at my nose and then she just laughed. She goes, is that windburn or sun? And I said, both. I said, I think I'll be leaving my mask on when it's too sunny because with my eyeglasses, I think, you know, when you go to the beach or you're near the water, you get a better burn because of the reflection. I think my eyeglasses reflected, of course, you know, not smart enough to know what I did with the sunshades from last year. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to do a quick score. I did have a scoreboard here a second ago. And I'm going to quickly score 1/4 inch on it and attach it beneath the liner that I'm putting in. I know, about maybe 3/4 inch. No, let me see, 1, 2, 3. 3/8 inch. You in line? No, I missed. 3/8 inch. I'm going to do it. So it's a little over 1/4. I'm going to take some sticky strip and I'm going to fix that. So as you see, I'm working on 2 cards as one. I'm notorious for doing that. And if you're new to my channel, when I work on the fly, you know, my head's always thinking, you know, I used to, you know those commercials, do you dream in chocolate? I used to say, yes, I dream in chocolate. Now I say, I'm dreaming in cardstock because when I'm laying down, I'm always thinking of my next project. I had taught my group mini slimline and how to make slide closures and all that on it, which we absolutely love. But then we had all this extra cardstock left over, and I said, we need to do something about it. So that's how this came about. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put this right up against, about, yeah, all the way up against in the folds. And yeah, with a little edge on each side, which is okay. So it has its edge. That's fine. I will fix that after. And I'm going to actually put more sticky strip here. So this one's going to be a fancy fold. It was a fancy fold before. Now it's really going to be a fancy fold to fix that mistake. You know, when you're crafting, sometimes you're going to be ready for that little mistake. And this happens to be a little thinner than Stampin' Up's sticky strip. So I picked it up for like doing a couple of little things. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go by the bottom of this, okay, and leave my 1/8 of an inch margin at the bottom and on the sides. And where the top lands, it lands. So it'll have itself just a tiny little margin there, and that's fine. Okay. And I'm going to just grab some of my scraps out of the way. And what I am thinking, as I was cutting out these ice creams, is maybe I don't need to worry about it. Maybe I'll run my card this way. See, so I'm going to make ice creams, little ice creams over here, and I'm going to put paper. See how quick I discovered a way to fix my lemon and make lemonade, as they say. So I'm going to put that aside, and what I'm going to do is work on this one. So on this one, since I have so much space, I think I'm going to do ice cream cones on this one just because I can. Let me find a big ice cream cone. I think we have some big ones in here. Nope, I guess they're all actually the same, unbeknownst to me. Or maybe, yeah, maybe I'll throw in a piece of paper pumpkin and then I can add this to my class. Let's see. Well, we have kiwi, which I'm not real crazy about kiwi ice cream, but I do love my rainbow one. And I am able to cut this in half, like I was saying. And this is out of the paper pumpkin kit. So you're getting a 2 for here today. You're getting a paper pumpkin plus a mini slimline card all at once. And I'm going to turn around. Nope, guess what? I'm not going to do that. It's too big for my card. Okay, we'll slide that over and I'll go back to the little ice cream cones. When I tell you I go sliding around in my packets of paper for things and decide what I'm going to do on a whim, I do it on a whim. So this one here has the pointy cones. I like that. The other one had no pointy cones. And these actually work up good because there's good size ones. And I'm going to just quickly cut these out and show you how I'll decorate it. Oop, get up here. And I absolutely love these and I don't want to waste any of it. The other side looks just like a ice cream cone. So you could punch that out and make your own ice cream cone if you wanted to. But I'm just going to quickly fussy cut, move the scissors, not your hand, and move the paper and, you know, a little of each. If my cuttings don't look right, please forgive me. I'm having eye trouble. I need to go to the eye doctor. And I had an appointment for this week, but, you know, with your health insurance, they decide, oh, no, you can't pick your own place. You have to go where we're sending you when you have a HO. And sure enough, I have to wait now until June 14th to see why I lost some of my vision. And I'm praying they'll be able to bring it back. It's like having a fog in one eye. I don't see cataracts when I look in it because, gosh, I've done all kinds of things. But this happened when I got my shingle shot just before the pandemic hit. So as a result, I haven't really taken very good care of it. Now what I think I'm going to do is I have my tags. Let's see, what do I want to do here? This is almost the same color, so that's not going to work for me so much. So I think I'm going to take a piece of white cardstock, which I have a whole bunch. I'm going to make my label with a label punch. Okay, I have a piece of scrap here. And I'm going to grab my favorite label punch. Where did it go? I just had it a minute ago. It's one of my newest ones. You know, when you have so much stuff working at once, here we go. Sometimes it gets in the way. And of course my cards, I made quite a few cards. Because when we're in class, I like to show them more. And in between each program or project we're working on, we play bingo. So if you get nervous, it's like, okay, no worries. Don't be nervous. We got this. And we do it. And it's really fun that way. I'm actually going to cut a couple of these out because I'm going to need one for my fancy fold card here, which I'm absolutely loving. And I think I'm going to do this one. I'm going to put my paper right in. going to be daring and just do it. Get that on my mouth. Hopefully I'm not going to run out of time. I'm trying to do this on, you know, I'm new to doing YouTube, so sometimes my videos run out of time. Now this one here, I don't think this happy birthday is going to fit in here. Let me see what else I got. I'll put that to the side. I think what I might do is make, no, that don't look good to me. We won't do that. But this, oh, let me put my pin in my little bottle here. Now another color in that ice cream happens to be, let's see, what color is that? I have no idea. Let me look at the back of the paper. I don't think I have a piece of Blackberry Bliss scrap around. Do I? Oh, tell me it's true. I actually have something. I have another purple. I'm not sure if this is the new purple or purple posy, which is going out, but lo and behold, I have it, even though I just lost my punch. And what I'm going to do is show you how to layer. Now, when I'm doing my layers, which is really kind of funny, kind of looks like a sherbet. I love that color. Maybe we'll put that aside. When I'm going to find another happy birthday, because I really need a happy birthday. I got a lot of birthdays coming up. When I decide I'm going to do a white one and I need to pop it up and give it some more color, I'll do this and I'll actually punch out 2 of them. And this punch here is brand new and I absolutely love it. And you can just take one and cut it in half and put a little tag at the bottom. So I can actually go this way on this card, which I love. And I think I'm going to just do it, and maybe I'll go to the strawberry set I had out. I can locate it. Or maybe the happy birthday from the paper pumpkin is smaller. Is it small enough? That is the question. Nope, I don't think it is. It's quite large too. That's a good piece. That was surprising. I didn't realize how big that one was. Okay, but that means in my paper pumpkin kit, there was banners that came with the kit. So I can go borrow one of those out of the kit. I use these 12 by 12 pockets that I use for my scrapbooking. And I use that to turn around and, uh-oh, I didn't put those in here. To turn around and, that's pretty too. Look at all these. Oh, that's right. It came with popsicles. I'm going to add one of these popsicle stickers that I came with to this card. I think this is going to look perfect. And I won't, oh, there's the label. Let me get that label out now that I can see it. So, you know, having the ability to have both the project from Paper Pumpkin and the whole suite, it has allowed me to, like, put this together. I'm going to do a scrapbook page for my group and go from there. I'm going to hang on to that. I may not use it. We'll see. I got now a stamp here, and I'm going to put that over there. So I'm going to take this. This is a nice banner that came with it, and I know the happy birthday from the kit will fit in here. Here she is. Here's a better. There we go. Happy birthday. It's going to fit right in there. This should be good and tricky to do on camera. Let me find my block, or something of a block. No, I really think I need a larger desk, but actually I need a bigger craft room. I have a block handy. It's an oddball block, but it'll work. Even better if I lift it so I can see where it is. And I'm going to use, holy moly, let's see. That called for a Bermuda Bay as well, didn't it? Well, I can't get to that, so I guess I will use the next best thing, which is going to be Pear Pizzazz. And, yeah, I think Pear Pizzazz will do it. You know, it's funny. Last year, we had blueberry paper, or the year before. Blueberry paper. I'm going to see, hopefully get this right in. Yep, I did. Awesome. Hopefully it's straight. And I just stamped it and pressed right down. Straight. Okay, that came out close enough and good enough, as they say. And what I'm going to do now is take this, and I'm going to... it's actually just a tad wider than my card. Check that out. I think that's going to look cute, just like that on dimensionals, which I had here a second ago. Yes, I do. I laid them all out. And this is just a quick card. This is nothing, you know, all that special to whoever I give it to. But I'm just doing a whole bunch of little things just to show you how fast you can make a card in the slimline. Okay, I may not even get to doing the tags. I'll just show you what the measurements are. Okay, and that's only because this is crazy busy. All right, so I'm going to stick an ice cream cone. I'm going to stick it so the green is in the blue. And I'm going to put dimensionals on the back of my banner. Boy, these dimensionals, I'm getting my fingernail right in there. And I'm doing them a little ways in because I know they're going to hang off a little bit. And this is an easy card. I can put a ribbon on it and be done with it in a few moments. And that'll be adorable and easy. I'm going to actually do it on an angle. And there's my birthday card that says happy birthday. And I could cut more of these ice creams out and put more on it. And I can write my information there. So that's going to be a tall slimline. And like I said, I can put a bow on it. But in the matter of being fast here, I'm going to take my bone folder and get a good crease on this piece here. Okay. And where I'm using the card this way, it's okay. And what I'm going to do is plump some of these down, I think. This will be work it really nice. Maybe a couple more. I'll get a couple more out and cut them. I am not going to use, I don't think this one. I think I'm going to save it. So I'm going to put it right on the cello bag that it came with. And just how many will I need? Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Let's see, that's 3 right there. And then if I take this 4, 5 of them. So I need to cut 2 more real quick. I don't know if it's going to be real quick or not, but I'm going to try. Here's my popsicles. Like I said, when you're working on, you know, just taking out paper and cutting it and having fun with it. Like today, I had gotten a new stamp set from Stampin' Up, and it's Happy Birthday Puffkins. They're like penguins. And I think they're adorable, and I wasn't sure. I think I had seen them in one of the aquariums. If it wasn't up here, it was down in New Orleans, which had a phenomenal aquarium, believe it or not. And lo and behold, they came out with a puffin set. So I think they're adorable. That and the cereal commercial, I think. But in any case, I think they're adorable, and they're a little different than a penguin. I always like the macaroni penguin. You know, my kids used to say, does he eat macaroni? No, Mama, they don't eat macaroni. Now my kids are all grown, being moms themselves. They can answer those hard questions. But what's so funny is the fact that the stamp set came in, and unbeknownst to me, I didn't know we had puffins in the United States, let alone up on the coast of Maine, which I think is phenomenal because... Oh, that's going to be my project this summer. I want to get a picture of one of these puffins. Let me see what color do I have. I guess one or more of these would be fine. And I'm just taking, I think I said 5 of these. And I'm just cutting it. All right. When I do these on the fly, hopefully I'll have enough time, or I'll be doing a part 2 with the tags. But I think this is fine. Just to give you an idea that you can make all these things out of one piece of cardstock is phenomenal. And I need one more cut. Oh boy, you know what happens? I swipe these thinking they're all going in the little trash bag I have down at my feet, and I usually miss. I do have a trash barrel. Yep, I never make that. So when I'm done, I always have to call in the help to clean. Not really. My cats are not into cleaning. They're into making messes. I'm surprised he hasn't woken up and complained, because usually he likes to wake up when he knows I'm talking and nobody's home. I think he comes out to say, hey, who are you talking about? So I'm going to use my snail, and I'm just going to do the tops. So that way, let me see, do I want a piece of paper on here? Well, I suppose I can add a strip later. We'll see, but I think I like it like this. I'm going to put a light one, then a dark one, and I'm just going to let the popsicle pod hang over. Okay, again, this one. And like I said, I'm doing this on the fly, so if we don't love it at the end, it's okay. We don't, you know, No rhyme, no reason. And I'm doing that, okay. And I actually probably put too much there, but that's okay. I can use my embossing buddy to get rid of some of that. Because like I said, I'm doing this on the fly. And I like creating on the fly. I've done it like I had to buy Minion scrapbook paper. When my grandson was a baby, he absolutely loved the Minions. Let's see, this one here can go here. Then I'll put the green one there. They could have actually moved it around. Oh, I guess I could remove this guy. I don't know. Maybe put him, whatever. I'm just going to leave it because you know what? I can go like that all day. Switch. Maybe I like this one and that one. And lo and behold, he loved Minions. And I do have to move it because I didn't put it quite on the way I want. And at least with that, I do have a second to do it. And I'm going to put that right here. And this one here will go right there. I think that'll look cute. And he loved Minions. And we laughed about it. Well, he really still loves Minions. And being, you know, he's the king of the world over here. Look at that. Isn't that adorable? You could either use the card this way or that way. But I like it that way. I'm going to put that piece aside. And I will use that. What I think I'm going to do is put a strip with the rainbow here. When I tell you I'm off the fly, we're flying around over here. I'm pushing pieces on the floor. And I do this during my class, and my girls get such a kick out of it. I'm going to take a whole 12-inch, half-inch strip. I think that'll look really cool, half-inch. And I'm cutting it right from the paper so I can have some color here. And I'm going to run it up the side, so I need it to be 6 inches. Let's see if I can do that. Put that down there. Run this at 6 inches over here. Nice and straight. I know you can't see me and I apologize, but I'm running out of desk room. So what I'm going to do is, that looks pretty too. I'm going to just put some snail on this. Line it up on the edge so it gives it like a pretty little edge, because now I have a fancy fold that I wasn't planning on. Look at that. Oh my gosh, I love it. So now, I can do one or two things. I can use this big one here, and that ain't gonna work. I think I'm gonna have to go back to my little labels and write something on it. Let's see. There was circles. I don't know what the circles are for. I'll have to look in the bag. And maybe it says hi there. There was also some glitter paper, but I didn't put that in there. I don't know what I did with it. But I'm gonna push that down hard so it matches up. And let's see. Let's see. Maybe I will take one out. Let's see. This is what happens when you work on the fly. And I'm a fly kind of girl, as they say. This one is going to go hey there, which is, hopefully it's still in this kit. I'm notorious for taking things out and putting it in another kit like I did the to and from. Okay. And this one says hey there. And, oh my goodness, I only got the big block. And it's already dirty. So I'm going to take it and flip it over. And again, I'm going to use Pear Pizzazz, which I just had here a second ago, because I don't want to use magenta. And I have that out from a past project. Let's see, where did Pear Pizzazz go? Here it is. I think this is a really cool color for trees as well. And just anything. It's a happy color to me, Pear Pizzazz is. Kind of goes with the kiwi. That one came with the, you know, your paper pumpkin kit comes with everything you need. That's where these little dimensionals come from. You'll notice I'm using both sides of my stamp block, which is really kind of cool. So if I wipe it in between, it's going to be even better. And I'm going to put that there and maybe put the ice cream beside it. Since I have it, I might as well use it. So I'm going to use another dimensional because I like dimension. All right, I haven't, let me see. I might be putting half off. Let's see. Yep, it's going to be half off. So I want to just put the dimensionals on this side. And I'm going to do 2 of them side by side here just to give it a little more stability. Of course, even my dimensionals, hey, they don't want to come out dimensional. I just laugh, you know, what could go wrong goes wrong when you're making a video. And when you don't know how to edit, it really can go wrong. And it doesn't want to come off either. And of course my pokey tool is underneath the desk drawer that I'm using with my cutter right beside me. You know, there we go. So that says hi there. And inside I can write happy birthday, or I can just leave it as is, and this is can be glued down a little better. But there's a sample of a long ways. I'm doing these long ones. Okay, now I can add more popsicles or whatever I want, but those are semi-done, I say, because I haven't wrote anything inside, but that's okay with me. Now I want to take my 3 gift tags, which are now 3.5 by 2 inches. Okay, I have a strip of white cardstock that I'm going to cut down. Right here, I have it, and it is actually, let's see what this, 2.5, and I'm going to cut it into 1 3/4 wide strips to go on this, and I want 6 of them, so I might have to just do the fronts and not the backs, so that's okay, because we're going to be running out of time in a minute. That thing's going to shut off on me. Oh, somebody's going to call in. So 1, get in there, 2. So I cut these down to 2, and they're already 2.5 because when I cut the paper for the insides, I cut that down to 6, and it left me 2.5 inches of 8.5 wide on the long, and now I have my pieces. Well, with that being said, I want to take out this happy little punch, and this is in the catalog, and I love it. And you slide it in there. This is great. If you're in a pinch, maybe you made a gift bag, maybe you didn't, I can just do these up, and I'm ready to go. I have seen people make bigger tags and make them into mini scrapbooks or brag books. Don't miss my little edition of a brag book, which actually at my church they worked in a group, and it went over very well. So now what I'm going to do here is I might just use that hay there on these and then go from there and put an ice cream cone. So I'm going to make it real easy peasy, as they say. And again, I put my ink pad away. So here I get my Pierre Pizzazz. And this ink pad, if you notice, you pop it up and over and it's on. And I do have 2 stamps on here. I just want to make sure that I have the Hey You facing the right direction. And I'm going to put the Hey You straight down, up in the corner, I think. Okay, could have been a little further over. Maybe I'll flip it over, go a little further out. It's kind of hard to see when I get the other stamp on there, but I'm doing this in a matter of speed of light, as they say. I do have green ribbon. I'll add that after the video. You'll be able to see these pictures of these finished on my Facebook page, Creating with Laura. And if you're a first-time visitor, please hit that subscribe button and join me on future endeavors, as they say. Now, I'm not going to decorate this other than putting the cutout ice creams on it. Okay, and I think putting an ice cream cone like this, I'm going to grab 1 or 2, makes a cute little tag real fast. And all I'm doing is putting this on. On the other side, I will cut out same side to put the words on, or you can use a felt marker, a permanent marker, to write the information on it, to and from. But these are just so you don't waste. I haven't cut any more ice creams out. And where's my other one? Right here. And this way, when you're done, you haven't wasted any of the color cardstock. And like I was trying to tell my girls, I believe it's 24 sheets for $8.75 of our cardstock, and it came out to like next to nothing. And now you're going to get 2 cards and 3 little stamp tags here, gift tags, and you didn't waste any paper. That's less than Dollar Tree, people. Once you get some supplies in your hand, be it a paper pumpkin, whatever it is, because now my paper pumpkin I'm having a ball with, and I'm using it for both these and making scrapbook pages, and keeping it simple and easy. I'm going to just cut out a couple more. Maybe I'll make a couple with ice cream cones. And I'm cutting right up the picture, you know. And it's easy, just, you know, ice cream cones are easy. The fudgicles or popsicles here are really easy just to cut out and fussy cut and do it. So I'm just going to lay it and bring my scissors in and go around the edge. And, you know, if you have a tiny little punch that's scalloped. You can cut a little scallop out of it, make it look like somebody ate the ice cream. If you want to put one for me and one for you by putting 2 ice creams on here of either the cones or the popsicles, that'll work too. But again, hit that subscribe button. All the dimensions will be below. That's going to go there. Hopefully, like I said, I didn't run out of time. And I hate wasting that paper because the other side's so pretty. I will glue these better. And the pictures will be on my Facebook page. But basically, that's it. You know, you're done. I actually didn't even use half the supplies I brought out. And we had a fun, quick time here. So thank you again. I will be out with another video quite soon because I'm enjoy doing these videos. Have a great day. Thank you for coming, and give me a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. If you want to see more pictures of all the work I do, it's on Creating with Laura on Facebook. So please go like that page and watch everything that comes across. And if you want more information on my Zoom classes, they'll be there as well. And of course, Paper Pumpkin. And the website will all be listed on the description below. Thank you. Bye-bye.